everyone, welcome back. My name is Natasha, and let's talk about an item we might need in our packs for trail safety. A first aid kit. So I got a first aid slash just like emergency survival bag. Is this the best option out there? Probably not, but it was an option that I decided I want to go with because it has some of the features that I was looking for, and once I use some things up, I can customize it a little bit more with all of my little refills. So the one I got was the Lone Wolf 1 Person 1 Day Survival. It is US Coast Guard approved. It's got first aid, protection, communication, light, water resistant bag, which was one of the features I really wanted, which has a 4-in-1 buckle, which has a compass, whistle, flint, and striker. It also has some food and water in here. Probably how good is that? I don't think it'll be great, but you know, it's something to start with and have extra on your pack. It's always great. Again, I usually carry a CamelBak, so I've got a decent amount of water, but what if, especially here in the Texas heat, extra water is very important. So I'm glad that it has that. We'll kind of go through all of the things and open it up. Apparently the food bar that's here is 400 calories. Just so you know, they also donate some money every time you purchase the kit to orthopedic surgeries for disabled children, apparently. But yes, so the buckle has the 4-in-1 compass, flint, striker. It's got whistles, bright sticks, so it's got a whistle in the toolkit as well as on the buckle itself. It's got an emergency blanket, disaster guide, triangle bandage, face mask, sheer bandages, emergency water, and emergency food. Is that everything you're gonna need? No. But again, it's a start. I wanted this because of the bag and partially because of the buckle. Some of the other dry bags don't have that sort of stuff built in. While you can buy that, it's a little bit expensive, and this was the bag that's waterproof plus the buckle and a bunch of other stuff. So I went with this option. Feel free to choose whatever one you want. But this is kind of my base starting point, and we'll kind of go through some other things, maybe some other videos of things that I found useful to have out there with me, just on an average basis. Again, so it has a little compass. Is it the best compass? No. I might eventually get one of the fancier compasses that has a little wheel that you can turn to help you truly navigate in case of emergency, but this is a good backup just in case. It's better than nothing. It also, again, has a little whistle. I'm really trying not to blow out because I'm in an apartment, but that was just a basic. It exists. It also has the middle part of the buckle is a striker for flint, or it's the flint, and then you can, it does create sparks, so it's just a backup. I'll probably get my own like little kit in there just in case. It does come with a face mask. We probably all have a bunch of extras left over from certain things, but this is good just in case you're dealing with someone else who has a different sort of emergency medical wise. If there's like a fire in the area or something else where you need to protect yourself air quality wise, you've got that as a backup. For things, you can also sometimes use your shirt, especially if you wet your shirt, if it's like a fire situation. It's got one glow in the dark stick, in case you're stuck out somewhere at night. You've got a little bit of light if you can't get your fire going, or in case the fire would be too dangerous. It's got a couple band-aids. It's got an emergency blanket. It's got another stick for light. Just kidding, there was 2 originally. Sorry, I'm trying to balance things on a place. Once I put them down, it's got a different, bigger whistle. It does have triangular bandage with the safety pins, so if you needed to bind a wound, it might even be big enough to potentially like strap in your arm if you broke it. Or you could use this to bind again a stick or something if something like that happened, which is important, especially if it's an ankle or things like that and you're trying to hike out, or at least get to a point where hopefully someone else can help you. It's got a basic emergency disaster guide and overall checklist. Again, the face mask is in case of contaminated air, enough water for you're supposed to have 1 gallon per person for at least 3 days. This is not a gallon of water. It's just a little bit, but it's got some like tips of things that you should potentially bring to have with you. It's got what to do like during a fire, during an earthquake, during a tornado, during a hurricane. Some of this stuff is not going to necessarily be useful because it's like if you are in a house. But they tried. It's a little something. I think they could have done a better job with things that people might be using this kit for, which would probably be hiking. But maybe people are using this for just like an at their house emergency situation. Prepping for hurricanes or things like that. And then it's got 3 little bags of water, it's emergency drinking water, and a food bar. So the bags are just, again, little bags of water, which will expire, these ones, because it's when I bought it, in June of 2025. But it's also good to just have in my house some extra water, just in case of a hurricane here. And then it's got a vanilla flavored energy bar with 400 calories in case of emergency. Obviously, this is not everything that you would need. You would probably want some Neosporin and some other things, but as I use things up and I'm going to use this bag as my emergency kit in my backpack. It's going to include some of these things. Some of these things I can easily buy like new glow-in-the-dark sticks essentially at Dollar Tree. I can pack more Band-Aids, I can pack aspirins, Neosporin, other things like that, just in case. But it was a nice starting point. It did include the bag with the multi-use buckle, which is the reason why I went with this option. It also had the emergency blanket, which I thought was very important, especially if you have something really bad happen to you and you go into shock. That is important. It's also useful to try to create shelter if really need be. So I really wanted that along with me. And as I kind of grow and develop this, once I kind of use up some of the things in here, I'll kind of show you what I end up going with. But I just kind of wanted to go through what is in this kit, why I decided to go with it, and just start the topic of safety out on the trails. Obviously, make sure you stay hydrated, wear your hiking boots, and I hope to see you guys on the next adventure. Stay safe out there. Maybe this kit would help with that, or with whatever kit you end up going with. But I hope to see you guys on the next one. Have a great day. Bye.